Hey, welcome back to another RSG stream. I'm Ranger J 1999 of the RSG crew. Glad to have you all here. Welcome one and all. What is the RSG Lunch stream? Well, this is just where we hang out for an hour and answer all your questions that you might have about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes or any game in particular. It doesn't really matter. And just hang out with you fine folks for your lunch hour. Something for you to listen to while you eat your healthy, nutritious lunch full of vitamins and minerals. Let's introduce everybody that's with me today. I got a whole bunch of people invited. I don't know who's going to pop in, but I do know who is here. First of all, you know, I'm the troll extraordinaire, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman. Dr. Finn, how goes your Monday?
I am having my protein drink, and I am doing good.
That's right. You guys were playing some Pixar earlier, streaming that, right?
Yeah, we were streaming an introduction video for people so they know kind of what the game is and what you do in the game and whatnot. So we did that, and we'll probably have more of that coming up.
Okay. And did you show the defecation and all that other stuff?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That was the first thing that got asked about, and it was the
right.
first thing I did on the stream. And Sanely was pooping everywhere, and Sanely's Griffin was pooping everywhere. It was great.
Oh, Lord. So for good quality, wholesome family entertainment, go check that out. Lord. Also joining us, who's been joining us pretty much every day. Grim. Grim is here as well. What's going on, Grim?
Nothing much. Ready for a good stream.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff to cover. And, of course, the one and only, the apprentice of Dr. Finn, who has been scooping up all the questions and doing an awesome job. You know him, you love him. Sanely Red. What's going on, Sanely?
Not too much.
Living the dream?
Yep.
So if you have questions, go ahead and fire away and get those questions in there. A lot going on, so we just got done with territory battles. How did everybody do? We got 43 stars, almost. We're getting closer to 44. We're getting there. We're getting there, damn it. But how did the rest of you guys do?
I don't know because I haven't looked yet.
Okay.
We got 41.
Good,
41, good job, Finn. And Sanely, how'd you do?
My guild didn't do as well as they normally do. They only got 27.
It happens. But, you know, progress is progress, right?
Yep.
All right. And now we got Territory Wars. In my guild, MC2 will be facing the Hosky Patrol. Should be a fun battle. Looking forward to it. Should be pretty epic. Oh my god, it's going to be brutal. We're going to slaughter each other in glorious battle. But go ahead and get your questions in. I finally got Special Forces TIE Fighter ship done. I got Special Forces TIE Fighter done. Just a couple shards away from Gauntlet being done. I unlocked Hermit Yoda finally. Let's look at that little green bastard because it took forever to get him. Where are you, Master Kermit? Where you is? There he is. Hermit Yoda, there he is. Unlocked. Already put mods on him. Started to gear him out. Looks like I'm going to need 40 total of these hollow projectors, the shower drains. Those should be great. So I'm going to work on him and Special Forces and get those two. Those will be my priority. In fact, let me make him a favorite. Keep farming his shards. Same thing. Special Forces is done. I just need to get him geared up. Where is he? There he is. And he needs, well, what does he need? He needs a Carbonte. I have plenty of those. I have 5. You know what? Equip. Upgrade. There we go. So you see I've been diligently working on these characters. They are done. What are you guys working on right now?
I'm working on all the ships too. I'm almost done 7-starring Millennium Falcon, Reaper, and Kylo, so that's going to be a happy day.
Yes, indeed. What about you?
Working on getting crew to gear 12. That's what I'm focusing on.
Yep.
He's almost there.
And Sanely?
The only thing that I'm really working on is getting the Millennium Falcon to 7-star.
You know,
pretty much done farming everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, for ships. Wait, why is it giving me a thingy? Yeah, I got Millennium Falcon, Reaper, and Kylo Ren Shuttle. That's it. Gauntlet, you can see I'm 11 away from 7 stars, but I can only get it when it pops in the store. So why did they give me a star? Let me look at here. So, okay, I can upgrade this. Okay, I can upgrade.
All right, and I guess I'm working on Hermit Yoda too.
Yeah, he's a little green frog butthole. He is a pain in the ass, let me tell you. So that's that. Working on those characters right now. So go ahead and get your questions in. Glad to see everybody's here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday as we get ready for our territory wars. So we get our Zetas. I think I'm going to go ahead and finish. I think my next character farm out of the guild store will be low gray and those guys. Is it just low gray that pops in the store only in guild store, Finn? You're the Ewok expert.
For the...
Just for the character shards.
I believe so.
Okay.
For the Ewoks, yeah.
Okay.
I have to double check. I don't think Papu shows up in there.
No.
No, they both do.
They both do? Okay.
Yeah. So I'll farm
Papu and...
Yeah, so I'm finishing Nightsister Acolyte with Cantina. I'll finish up the Ewoks just because, you know, and then my next Zeta is going on a Saz Ventress. I've decided that that's where I'm going to go. Because Yoda...
Her lead or her unique?
Huh?
Her lead or her unique?
Her lead, because I don't have Talisman
really
ready.
good.
Yeah, I don't have Talisman ready. I need to get the Nightsisters going. So finish the Acolyte, put the next Zeta on the Saj, start rocking and rolling on that. So it's really just that. I mean... I've been very stingy with my credits. I could take some more characters up to level that are 7 stars to 85. I just choose not to. Just not. But once I finish Acolyte, I'm going to go back in and finish Super Commando and Geonosian Spy. Then all the crew members will be done to at least 7 stars gear. Gear 7, Gear 8 or higher with mods. They all have mods on them, so that'll be good. So I'm 16,000, roughly 15,000 away from 3 million GP. That was a goal of mine to get to as soon as possible. So, I mean, if I push the limit right now, I could do it. I'm kind of being very specific about who I gear up and all that kind of stuff. So, all right. So I'm sure we got questions coming in. So let's start hitting some questions there, Sandy.
Paul Morgan, question, did anyone find any Easter eggs in their gaming or get April food?
My drop rate sucked. I don't know if that was an April Fool's joke.
I don't know. The only April Fools I got was a Twinkie episode RSG.
Yeah,
which was
Finn.
epic, by the way.
I forgot about that, Mr. Finnadoodle. I was wondering when I first saw him, like, this is some BS, and then I was like, yeah, it's BS. I knew better. But I was like to see what everybody else's reactions. I did like the Twinkie song was kind of jacked up.
Yeah, I found it online. I was like, oh my god, that is so annoyingly catchy. People are gonna hate it.
And they did. So yeah. Good job, Finn. You trolled.
There will be a real one for those of you, just so you know. There will be a real one.
Yes.
He's not called the troll extraordinaire for nothing.
That's right. That's what he does, folks. I mean, you have to be careful with Dr. Finn. All right, next question, sir.
Bad Rongo, question, what's the recommended key binding for defecation?
Oh, wow.
I'd have to say P.
It's a Pixar question.
Mine is Z.
Okay, so Z for F. What about
I'd say P for poo.
Poo? How about H for Mr. Hanky? There's a couple possibilities, you know. H is in the middle of the keyboard, not really using it. Why not? But I digress because I am not an expert in that game whatsoever. So what do I know? Oh Lord. All right, next question. God.
Scooby, I've asked about the vet farm before, but I know it's months away, but I'm panic farming. Is it good to do that for them now, as there's still a possibility that they're still 110 days away from the JTR pod?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to knock them out, knock them out. Get them out of the way. You only need them gear 7, gear 8 at the most, and you'll be done with them. You know, finish them up. You've already started the process. You don't need to panic farm. But, I mean, if you want to get them done sooner than later, the 300 refresh crystals, if you can do it, I don't know if you are getting enough crystals a day to do it, makes it go by a little bit faster. But yeah, if you're farming those guys already, stick with it. Just farm them up. Might as well, because Jedi Trading Ray is a character you kind of need. So if you've already started that process, stay on target. I know new shiny things come in all the time, but we always say that, stay on target. So yeah, I wouldn't panic farm. Just farm normally. Just me and Finn, when we say panic farm is when like there's 10 days and you only have them at 5-star, and then you're trying to figure out what the hell you're going to do. That's a panic farm. But if it's 110 days away, which we're assuming that's when it's going to be coming back, then just farm regularly. You got plenty of time. I would knock them out sooner than later so you can move on to your next character. So use those 3 100 refreshes on your cantina. Get 14 to 16 a day. Before you know it, you'll be done. Next question, please.
Andre Race. Who should I farm first, Hermit Yoda or Wampa?
The great debate of our time. Grim, what do you say?
I'd say finish up Yoda first.
Yeah.
Wampa's cool and all, but Yoda will be more useful in the long run, I think.
Raids everywhere, he's a beast in the Heroic Sith raid. And I'm not going to stop till I get him to 7 stars. So I could go back in and go finish Wampa, but I really don't need Wampa at the moment. And Yoda's more important in a lot of areas, so I'm going to finish up Hermit Yoda. I'm going to finish up that little green bastard. Does anybody differ on that? Stanley, Finn?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, finish Yoda. I mean, some people say get him to 5-star, then do Wampa to 5 stars, but you can't use Yoda in the Heroic Sith raid till he's 7 stars. I say get Yoda done. I mean, you can go if you want to do 5 and 5. You don't really care, fine. But I would finish him up. It's a commitment, but once you do it, forever will it control your destiny. All right, next question.
I see him being useful in more than just the raid, though.
Oh yeah, territory wars, territory battles. I mean, he's a monster in those.
Also, just think about when they're going to drop the Jedi rework on us, he is going to be meta. That is, if they don't still make Mace Windu suck.
Yeah. No, we're assuming that. So...
They better not, because, yeah.
All right, next question, please. Darth Skywalker. Question: how would a Zeta Qui-Gon Jinn Jedi team do against a weak zombie Nightsister team, specifically regarding the foresight from zombie dying?
If Asajj is on there, you'll still lose.
Yeah.
Because her Dispel will get rid of that foresight and
everything.
Yeah.
All their buffs
and
are
heal
just
all
go.
Heal all the Nightsisters.
Yeah, Nightsisters they just dominate. It'll dominate. Just not gonna work. Maybe you've had Hermit Yoda in there, but even then, he's gonna get dispelled too. So I don't know. Nightsisters are they're beast. All right, next question.
Bad Rongo. Question: did they say when Talzin and company would be farmable?
Nope.
Soon, TM.
They said in the next update.
The next update, but we don't know when that is, right? So we're kind of like, okay, your guess is as good as ours. And we don't know where they're going either. So, I mean, we have no inside information on that. We don't know when they're going to drop, where they're going to drop. So, what are we supposed to get today? There's supposed to be another post today. They said Monday, right? When's it?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the raid rewards.
Raid rewards, right. So they'll discuss that. Maybe they'll talk about territory battles, rewards, territory war rewards as well. So we'll see. So we should have that coming this afternoon as well. Next question.
Nathaniel Morgan. Question for Finn. Did you get the free Little Caesars lunch?
No, I did not. I will pay for it tomorrow, actually. So Mondays, I don't eat meat for religious reasons, and their giveaway is a deep dish pepperoni, so I can't take advantage of it. But I love Little Caesars. I like that they're actually doing stuff with their bet that they made, and they're giving away the free pizza. So tomorrow I will support them and buy their lunch combo.
Or you could just go and get it, throw it in the fridge, and eat it tomorrow.
Oh,
nah,
that's science.
it's better when it's like fresh because it's like crispy on the outside. Like their deep dish crust is really good, so I like it when
That
it's
is
fresh. I'll
true.
just pay for it.
You heard it here first. Finn likes it deep. All right, next question.
King Kester, question: I'm farming crew now in the rest of the OG First Order, and I have a 7-star Phasma Gear 11 for ages now, but it seems she gets left off the First Order team. Why does she not make the support role and First Order officer does?
Okay, because first of all, Colorado Mass is the better leader. There's no debate on that, right? First Order officer, when you get him done, and mine's pretty much done other than getting him to Gear 12. So his basic attack, deal physical damage to target enemy. This attack has a plus 20% critical damage. If an ally has advantage, this attack is a guaranteed critical hit. There's advantage flying all over the place. This is the big one. Target other ally gains 100% turn meter advantage for 2 turns. If that ally's first order, they also gain offensive up for 3 turns. Dispel all debuffs from first order officer and target ally and grant them both tenacity up for 2 turns. He gets your team going. Pin shot. Physical damage to target enemy remove 50% turn meter. If turn meter is removed this way, each ally gains 15% turn meter. All first order's allies have their cooldowns reduced by 1. He gets your team rocking, and he is a beast. He is vital to making the first order team go. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but he gets, he starts throwing buffs around. He takes away any debuffs. He gives you advantage. He gives you tenacity up. He's giving you turn meter. I mean, he is just disgusting on that team, because once he gets going, if he gets a turn, you're done, because he just speeds everybody else up, and then they're doing the same thing. That's what makes the first order team so disgusting. You throw in a Kylo Ren, and let's say you have Executioner on your team, then you're really kicking the crap out of somebody. That's what makes him so disgusting.
Executioner and the Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot. Once you get those two rolling, you cannot stop the crew-led First Order team.
It's sick. It's absolutely sick. I mean, it's an awesome team. There are counters to it, right? You can't beat it. It's not like it's unbeatable, but any team is beatable, whether you're talking arena or territory wars. It's just that team on defense is really, really good. The AI plays it right as well. So it's one of those teams on defense, on territory war specifically, and there's guys that I know that do have a fully maxed out first order team with Executioner and TIE Fighter that do very well in arena. It is meta. So you'll see crew-led teams, but it is a heavy investment, and you won't see the return on the investment until you get Executioner. So that's why you hear a lot of us say when Executioner comes out, we're all in, because we know what that character will do for that team once he's completely farmed up and stuff. It's pretty amazing what that team does.
Yep, I'm 2 pieces of gear away from Gear 12 in my Executioner once they make him farmable.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got mine Gear 8. I've just been kind of chilling. Gear 7, something like that. He's only 3 stars, so I haven't done anything with him. Yeah, I mean, I could take him Gear 8, easily. We've got the pieces. It's just a matter of, 1 green piece, and then he's, I'll be rocking with him as soon as they put him out there, because I'll be forming the snot out of him. Trust me on that. All right, next question.
Top ARPA. Question: what's the damage of thermal detonators? Jawa Engineers basic adds damage if upgraded. Zam Wessel's special doesn't.
It does. The wording is just different.
Right.
So I don't know why they did it this way, but Jawa Engineer, when you upgrade, it says it does +% damage. Zam Wessel's actually does, but it says it increases damage based on target's max health. So it's like +5% max health damage or something like that. So it does upgrade. It does do more damage. If you're looking at it from the Sith raid boss, can't remember the exact percentage. I think if they're maxed out, they do like 0.06% of health or something like that. And if you're doing it on an enemy, not a raid boss, it's like 30%, something like that. If you go onto GG, you can find the exact. Actually, let me see if I can find them for you right now. But it does increase. It just, they word it different. Hold on. Okay, Jawa Engineer, when his basic is maxed out, Where is it? There it is. Okay, so when it's maxed out for Jawa Engineer for a non-raid boss, it does 28.5% of max health damage, and if it's a raid boss, it does 0.06% max health. And for Zam Wessel, it is 30% if not a raid boss, and 0.06 if it is a raid boss. So, there you go.
All right. Next question.
Mateus Cavalcanti. Question: is it worth it to buy the vets from the shipments still?
No.
If so, how do I manage farming and buying them?
No, it's not worth it.
Well,
no.
I want to say no directly.
No,
so
no, it's a no.
The 100 crystal refreshes are better.
Yes.
So in order of how to get the veteran shards, right? 100 crystal refreshes of Cantina is the best, followed by the shipments, followed by the 200 crystal refreshes. The thing is, right now, there's no urgency to get them through shipments. You have time before the next Jedi training raid comes. If they keep with their current cadence, and obviously that's a big question mark, but if they keep with it, you have another 3 months since their last release, so you're looking at about 2.5 months now. So there is no urgency to use shipments in order to get it. I would just stick with the 100 crystals.
Yep.
But if you're, for whatever reason, saying you're going to get the veterans done by the end of the month because that's what you want to do, then yes, the shipments are better than the 200 crystal refreshes. But I wouldn't do it right now.
No, I wouldn't do it, period. Just be patient, guys. Don't spend any money on the shipments, right?
Unless the event is coming.
Think about this. If you have to say, it's what, 1280 crystals for 16, something like that? I'm just doing it off the top.
It ends up being 80 crystals a shard. That's what
right. Think about that. You could have 4 days of 300 crystal refreshes where you're getting pretty much close to the same amount. You know, so for that day. So in 4 days, you could have, 4 times what you got from the shipment.
Well, I would assume it's an addition that he's asking.
Well,
right? So you do
I know, but I mean, it's just... I think you just get way more bang for your buck just saving your crystals and just doing Cantina, period. Don't even bother with the shipments. I mean, it's just not... I think you'll be way better off just doing the Cantina refreshes every day than one day spending 1280 to get 16 or something like that. I mean, I think you're setting yourself back a little bit.
Unless it's for Executioner.
Well, it's the only place you can get him right now. So yeah, that's a little different story. You don't have much of a choice.
I've been spending my crystals on is Executioner.
Yeah, that's a different story. But that's because Executioner does not have a harm farm right now. So we're kind of stuck with where we don't time to get him.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Hey, Xylo.
Xylo finally joined us. He went and had a wonderful lunch with his familia.
How y'all doing today?
We're doing good. How are you doing, bud?
Nice and full, trying to get some of these questions done with you guys.
That's right. That's what we're here for. Speaking of which, let's go to the next question.
Two Fingers. Question: is Hermit Yoda viable at 6 stars in the arena?
Yes.
Yes. Without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
He's viable at base unlock.
Yeah. 5 stars I saw people running him in arena. Little bastard. I ran into that team the first time. I'm like, I'll take on this 5-star Yoda team. What?
I ran up against a First Order crew-led team with Hermit Yoda on it, and it annihilated my team.
Oh, man.
Who did they replace Yoda with? Kylo Ren?
It was Unmasked Kylo, First Order Stormtrooper, First Order TIE Pilot, First Order Officer, and Hermit Yoda.
Yeah, that
was the Masters training and them all attacking with yeah.
Plus all the healing.
It was a mess.
Yeah.
And the healing, yeah.
Because Kylo Ren gives healing. Oh Lord, I can only imagine. Oh my God, with all the double tapping and stuff. Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have like your Zeta on First Order Stormtrooper, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
Lord.
Nasty.
Yeah, do Stormtrooper first, not TIE Fighter Pilot. Shout out to T Money. TM.
Gotta throw the TM on there.
That's right. Next question, please.
Danilo Papais. Question: should the decision between Wampa and Hoda be between which is more likely to be used in the future, or if you see yourself using any of them more often? I need 9 territory battles to unlock either one.
Both. It's what they can do now and what they can do in the future. And Yoda, for me, Hermit Yoda just... you look at everything that you can use him in. Wampa's a great character. This is not saying that Wampa isn't a great character. Just Yoda's a tier ahead of him with what he can do. Right? In the raids, territory battles, territory wars, you can use him in arena. I mean, Wampa you can do kind of the center the same way, but not in the... I mean, you can use him in the Heroic Sith raid, but I think Yoda, because you can just use him over and over again, and because of what he does, you get more bang for your buck. Yeah, I just think he's a better overall... usage tune for all this stuff. I mean, there's a reason why
he can be slotted into Hermit Yoda can be slotted into any team.
Just think about this. Hermit Yoda with all your teams you're currently using right now in Heroic Sith Raid. Just take out one of them and put Hermit Yoda in there, and you can just keep using him over and over again because they'll be the last tune. And if not, you just
he's the 5th.
Put him in with the Jedi Training Raid team, win. Put him in with the Trooper team, win. I mean, just like that's what makes him rock and roll.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm fully committed to
future viability.
Yes, I'm fully committed to him. All my shards
you never know what he's gonna call for, what you're gonna need for him in the future. So it's best to get him a 7 stars as soon as you can. I just finished mine yesterday, actually.
He's a beast. All right, next question.
Darth Skywalker. Question: what would be the ideal Jedi-only team?
Hermit Yoda, General Kenobi,
GK,
Zaris,
Ezra,
Qui-Gon Lead.
You think
Yoda.
Qui-Gon Lead? Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
It depends what you're using it for, right? I'm thinking evasion a lot with like just avoiding attacks. So I would actually say something just nuisance-wise. Qui-Gon Lead, Grandmaster Yoda, Hermit Yoda, Kenobi, and Zaris. Just watch that team just sit there. It won't do anything. It'll just sit there.
Yeah. Just spread foresight and keep regaining health. JTR and come in there and just...
Can't crit him. Heal all the time. Constantly healing, constantly going. Jesus Christ.
Wet noodles.
Oh, God. It'd be so annoying.
If you're looking for like a damage-dealing team, then I would go with an I'm a Gun D lead with the Jedi Knight Anakin and Ayla and Sakatano and Ezra. And then you just get massive damage output with the other team attacking.
Fighting to succeed. Does Wampa have any viability in the Sith raid?
In Phase 4 he does. With I'm trying to think of the team that someone was using him with. Because you can get him ramping and rocking and rolling, especially with Scion or Trey, the last part. You can use him in Phase 2 pretty effectively, I would think, too, right?
Probably you can, but he's a better Phase 4 right now. Until somebody finds a better comp with him if they're looking for Phase 4, he does better, because he's able to take a lot of damage and then just attack. So.
Yeah, I can't think of him in another phase where he's this that I've seen so far. It's just
that the in the Sith raid they have such high tenacity, so he can't get burly like he can in the other raids.
Yeah, the other raids he just goes. It's like, oh my God.
I mean, I really wish they wouldn't have made it to where, hey, they have a crap load of tenacity, so there goes half your roster.
Yeah, I mean, half your roster, especially on the Sith side, is dead. You can't do anything. It's ridiculous.
Like, I can't play the teams that I enjoy playing now. I am forced to play hodgepodge teams that aren't really that fun to play.
Yeah. It is what it is. All right, next question.
JVU 420. Question: best phase and squad to use Sith Marauder in the Sith raid.
Jeez.
I can't answer that question because I
don't
haven't
have a
seen
Sith
anybody
Marauder
use them.
really either. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody using him anywhere. Boy.
I don't know, maybe phase 1 because that saber throw ignores armor, but that's about it, I think.
Oh boy. There's a reason why Sith Marauder has not seen any. There's not been a lot of use of Sith Marauder. I mean, he's a nice attacker. He does some good damage, but he just doesn't have a place in the Sith raid right now. I mean, he could. I'm not saying he can't. Just they kind of missed the mark on that one. All right, next question.
Adam Tron, question, what's the new tune to be released on Thursday?
I didn't know there was a new tune to be released on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
There's a new tune to be released on Thursday? Where's this coming from?
Yeah, where's your information on that, Adam Tron? I didn't know that there was a new tune being released. Unless I missed something did they put out anything about that? I mean, we've been reading all that stuff and going over it.
I haven't heard anything either.
No, I haven't heard anything.
It would make sense because we're getting, like the credit heist on Tuesday and then the droid smuggling event on Wednesday. Usually they're not so close together, so there's something coming this week.
They said that they're trying to release something every 2 weeks, so I think it's this week that something would potentially fall. But possibly. I didn't see anything explicitly say that there's something coming. I may have missed it, but I didn't see anything specific for this weekend. But it's possible. I don't think it's a bad guess to say something would be coming. But
I'm not saying there isn't, but I haven't heard of anything like that. So
yeah, I saw the packs in the store too.
That doesn't really tell me anything. Just because they put packs in the store, they've misdirected us before. So I was like, okay, packs, great. So I don't know what that really symbolizes.
Which
you could be right though, Adam Tron. You could.
They added Vader and they added the Ewoks right now. Ewoks is a little bit early for the Wicked event. There's like 3 days until the escalation event, so the Ewoks is a little early, and the Vader pack. The Nightsisters make sense because the event is going on, so it's fine. The Ewok pack is with the Jawas, and the Jawas are used for that event also, so it ends in an hour. It's the Vader pack. The interesting thing about the Vader pack, by the way, there is no timer on it. So there's a 1 day timer remaining, with like 14 hours left for the Nightsister and the Ewok pack for mine. Vader has no time limit. I don't know if yours is the same way, Ranger. So I don't know if the Vader bundle is something that they're leaving permanently at this point. So I don't know if we should really make
that's interesting. It just says Vader pack, $19.99. Mm-hmm. What do you get for that?
There's no timer on it.
They could.
Wow, 80 shards for $20? Jesus Christ! Holy balls!
Yeah, you remember when Vader used to be a rare find?
Yeah, he's exclusive to achievements for newer characters till they get to Fleet Arena. So that right there is a good way for them to buy Vader right off the bat if they want to. So that makes sense why it's a permanent pack.
80 shards for $20? What the? Wow.
It makes sense too, because that you buy 25, 30 shards for $10 for a new marquee character, but
that's
$20
crazy good
for Vader to unlock him right away. That's a good deal.
I thought it was gonna be like 40 shards or something. 80 shards for $20. Jesus. Okay, that threw me off completely.
So with that pack you unlock them.
And more.
No questions asked.
Yep.
That's not just unlocked. That's a whole bunch of stuff. Jesus. Good God.
Could have used that like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Us old timers having to farm it out of the achievements and crap. God.
Yeah, that's how I got my Vader.
I know, we were looking at each achievement like, okay, I got to do this achievement, I get 10, I get 15, I get 10, 5. I was like, oh God. Oh, Lord. God. I just want to say, Finding to Succeed said he loves it. He loves the channel and finally subscribed. Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate anybody who subscribed. But thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated.
Nice.
All right. Oh, God, that Vader pack just threw me off completely. All right, next question, please.
Danilo Papayas, question: how would a trooper team look if Hoda would be included in it?
Oh, I mean, you could play around with it. I mean, let's see. You want Veers and Stark in there. I would throw in a Death Trooper.
Why would you put Holdo on a trooper?
Not Holdo.
team?
Hoda. Hermit Yoda.
Hermit Yoda.
Oh, Hoda. Sorry, I was like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah, and I don't think Hermit Yoda has a place either, unfortunately.
Oh,
it could work.
Yeah.
I've tried him on a trooper team, and it works pretty decent.
But better than if you put in another trooper.
Well, you lose a little bit of damage, but you also gain the healing and all that other stuff and the extra turn. So I would keep Stark, Veers, Snow Trooper,
Death Trooper,
and Yoda in there, and just start having them massively just go over and over and over again. You know,
it does work. I have tried it.
There you go. That's science, folks. TM. Next question.
Scooby, question: in the future, depending on where the Nightsisters and Fox are put free to play, would farming a Fox be the first priority?
Yes.
No,
well,
yes.
hold on. I caveat: if you are working on a first order team, if you're working on a Nightsister team, then I would say Mother Talzin would be a priority. You know, so it depends on what you're farming.
I disagree. Either way, go with zombie first.
Get the shut up, Finn.
No, I'm dead serious.
Zombie?
Do you realize how much survival a Nightsister team gets because zombie can keep on dying and buff up your other characters? And you can't do anything.
So let me get this right. Someone's working on a first order team.
Raids.
Hold on. So someone's working on a first order team, and you're going to tell them to go work on zombie.
Yes.
Wrong.
Because you make an entire faction viable with the addition of a 7-star zombie and raids.
And you really make a faction disgusting with first order execution.
Yeah, but they're already viable without it. So if you're already invested in your
they're
first
viable,
order, you
but
can do first order damage without buff.
You could do all. I mean,
you can't really do much with Nightsisters. I mean, the Sir Georges has his video right with the Nightsisters in base 4.
No, Nightsisters are amazing. I'm just saying, if you're already invested in first order, finish up first order, then go to Nightsisters. That's what I'm doing. But if you're working on Nightsisters, I would definitely say work on Nightsisters.
I mean,
I don't think you
I'm doing both.
I wouldn't say it's wrong
Yeah, do both.
that. If you're going first order, I don't have any issues with Executioner, but I would say go with Zombie because it makes your entire faction usable in a raid.
No, I'd say get Executioner. If you had a first order team with the Zetas and stuff, and you're already committed, finish that team up. You will be very happy. And then, yeah, I don't have any argument with you if you're going to do Nightsister team. I'm just saying, depending on who your focus is all I'm saying. We differ on that. Anybody else?
I'd say, yeah, if you're working on first order, get Executioner. If you're needing something is going to do really good in the raid, get Executioner. But like, if you had a choice between Talzin and Zombie, I'd say Zombie. Get your Zombie to gear 6, 7-star, and it will rock and roll. Make your Asajj Nightsister team rock and roll in raids, as well as TW and Arena.
All I know is I'm going to be farming the snot out of all three. Zombie, Talzin, and Executioner, depending on where they're at. I'm going to do it. But Executioner would be a priority.
Don't forget Wicked, too.
No, fuck Wicked. Excuse my language. No.
I need those 3 Zetas.
No!
That's the benefit of Wicked and Talzin, right? I think
That's
Zombie
why I'm working
is a
on
better
the damn,
character. I think
that's why I'm working on the
Executioner is a
damn
better
Murder
character.
Bears, Finn. I get it, okay?
No, but it's because of the Zetas.
I know.
Every
That's
month
why
getting 3 additional Zeta mats is
I've got
really
4
nice.
of the Ewoks now, at least gear 8, or higher, right? I guess got to pick one. I don't know which one. Because I've got Tebow, Chirpa, Scout, and Elder, right?
But you don't even need them. That's the thing.
Should I get low gray or Paplu?
I like low gray more than
I'd say
Paplu,
low
but if
gray.
you're using a lot of Ewoks, Paplu works out well because you need a taunter.
Well,
Yeah, but low grade has that AoE days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I started farming the low
manipulation.
gray. You know what? Let's just finish his little monkey butt up.
He's one of 3 characters that can do an AoE days now, right? Maul, Holdo, and
Yeah.
Paplo, or not Paplo, Logray.
Science.
There, I deployed all my defensive teams. I did all my dailies.
Mm-hmm.
Now on to Marvel.
What?
That's gonna be fun.
How dare you, sir?
Hey, I did Galaxy of Heroes stuff first.
Traitor!
Next question.
Danilo Papais. Question: how would a trooper team in arena fare against a Jedi training Ray team?
Not very well. Unfortunately, Imperial troopers don't work very good in arena right now, unless you're fighting Nightsisters.
All right, next question.
Old Jazz. Question: are there any Zetas that you feel are underrated?
Underrated?
Yeah.
Asajj's leadership.
I don't know if people do we underrate that?
Well, a lot of people go for Talzin's leader over Asajj's leader for Nightsisters. I feel Asajj's leadership is much, much better.
I say Scion.
Underrated Zeta.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Underrated, hey?
Yeah, the word underrated is the
thing that's kind of throwing us all a little bit like, what? Because really, I mean, if a Zeta's good, I guess it's one maybe we're overlooking. Is there a Zeta out there that we're not really, we never mentioned that maybe we should be mentioning? I don't know. We kind of do hit the check marks on that stuff, I feel. I know, right? I'm really having to think about that.
The reason why I say Scion is because he's still such a newer character, and a lot of people are like questioning on doing like for the Sith teams, the Vader or Thrawn or Nihilus uniques or Palpatine uniques, and questioning those ones over Scions. After they fix the bug with his unique and how he applies pain, I think that's one of the more underrated Zetas right now in the game.
I could see that possibly. No, true. It's not First Order TIE Pilot. Damn
it. And that's trolling at its finest.
Well, another one that has been underrated, I'd say, is Sidious's leadership Zeta.
That's a good one.
Stacking offense with Sith.
I still haven't done it.
No, I haven't either.
I did it. He makes Sith get really burly in the raids and in TW.
Sidious doesn't have a leader Zeta.
It's a unique, right?
Yes, he does.
This is unique.
No.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, it says unique. That's a Zeta.
Yeah, unique's the Zeta. The leader's Omega.
Oh, my bad.
That's how much we underrate that one.
Yeah, that's how bad it is. I thought it was leadership. My bad.
Fine, I'll throw this one out there. The one that we underrate the most is both of Treya's because we don't have her yet.
There we go.
I think the Ewok Zetas are underrated. They're actually a really decent team in Arena.
Oh, no. Ewoks are starting to get some play now. I'm farming them now. I'm starting to work on them. Just Nightsisters for me are a higher priority than Ewoks. But I'm at the point where it's just now levels and gear. Because I'm pretty much almost done, other few characters to get to 7 stars, but they're not, it's like Geonosian Spy.
How about First Order TIE Pilot Zeta?
How about now?
Oh, okay. Here's one that I think is actually a really good Zeta, actually, considering the Sith raid. I haven't done it yet on her, but I was thinking about it. It is Sabine's special.
No, I can see that one, yeah.
The reduction of her cooldowns and then being able to Darksaber strike like every freaking turn and start stacking up the armor shred, I think that could be killer in the Sith raid. It's just one that not a lot of people have because even in Phoenix teams, Sabine tends to be the one that's left out. So I'll go with Sabine. That's my underrated Zeta.
That and if you put that Zeta on Sabine, and then you put the total defense on Kanan, the team's a perfect balance between offense and defense, and it's a good mixture if you're thinking about doing 2 of them.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I hate to say it, and good old Maurice will probably like that I'm saying it. I'd have to say Farm Boy Luke's Zeta, his draw bead, because that's the one that gives him stacking critical damage until the end of the encounter. You know, a lot. Well, yeah, a lot of people give that character a bad rep.
Because he's
with
poo.
That Zeta, it makes him viable.
Ooh, what about him in Tex-Mex? He's an attacker.
Yep. I mean, he gets really, really powerful. And it's not every time he attacks. It's at the beginning of his turn that he gains that critical damage stacking.
I can see it. I could definitely see it. All right, next question.
Two Fingers. Question, what's Hermit Yoda's best Zeta? Does it matter what squad he is in?
It doesn't matter what squad he's in. Hermit Yoda, let's see.
I have both. I'd say the healer and then Master's Training. The Master's Training reduces the cooldown, but the healer is more valuable for the Sith raid.
Wait. Master's Training has a Zeta?
Yeah, it's a cooldown reduction, and then the.
I've seen this as an Omega. Zeta. Master Training.
That's his unique you're talking about. The do or do not.
The do or do not. Yeah, that's the one that has a Zeta, and so does.
Its effect is on Master's Training, but it's not Master's Training itself.
It's strength flows from the Force, and this other one is do or do not.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, his second special ability, the healing ability, I would do that one before the unique.
Yeah, I would do the unique. Do or do not. In particular for the Sith raid.
You mean the other one, Finn?
The other one?
No, do or do not. The unique.
Do or do not.
The strength flows through the Force, gives you the 20% protection.
Yeah, but the do or do not is the one where you can keep Yoda perma-stealth by putting it on somebody like Scarefable, Pathfinder, or Zombie, which resets his cooldown, and then he can put Master's Training. Because otherwise Yoda is going to come out of stealth, and he can be targeted in a phase.
True.
So I like the perma-stealthing aspect more than I like the healing benefits.
Okay, Percival, question around the corn. Of all the characters that are becoming farmable, who do you think is going into Cantina?
Zombie.
You think a Zombie? Yeah,
I think Zombie as well.
Executioner and Talzin will probably be what? Guild.
Talzin and Wicked, I think, are going to be hard nodes because they're still linked to the Zeta. So I think Talzin and Wicked are going into hard nodes. I think Zombie is going into Cantina node. I think Spirit is going into the Guild store, and same thing with First Order Executioner.
Creamy.
Oh, I'm kind of thinking maybe Talzin will end up being the Guild store, and Executioner will end up being a hard node. Because while Talzin is good, Executioner is insanely powerful, and he doesn't require any Zetas to be there.
Yep, just like Lobot in hard nodes only.
Yeah, get your Lobot, work on that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And Nightsister Spirit Scrub. What?
Okay.
Lobot. I finished Lobot.
Lobot!
Yeah, Nightsister Spirit might be Cantina. They're going to make that one easy to get, probably, because nobody really uses it.
She's viable in phase 2 of the Sith raid, because she gains foresight at the beginning of her turn, I think it is, or at the end of her turn.
And in Territory Wars, since we're just about to start that, Nightsister Spirit can go one-on-one with the Zeta Kylo if that's left with somebody you're facing, because she starts out with Foresight, and Kylo uses his special, hits the Foresight, does nothing, and then Zombie attacks, and just keeps on going as a cycle. So Spirit is a Xylo killer if that's the only character left.
Lobot.
I don't know. Spirit is underrated by a lot of people. It's a very, very powerful. a character that, again, doesn't require much to do.
Alrighty then. Next question.
Alec, question. I geared my zombie to gear 6. Is it too late for him to be squishy? And should I gear him all the way now?
No.
I will be using Nightsisters mostly in raids, maybe territory wars.
No, that's perfect.
Gear 6 is the cutoff. Once you go to gear 7, she gains protection, and then you start losing the squishiness. So gear 6 is the cutoff. Like mine, I stopped at gear 6. You can get away with putting all the gear on to get to gear 7 to give her better stats, but don't go any higher than gear 6 if you want a squishy zombie. You can do 7-star gear 6, that is.
Unfortunately, mine's gear 7.
Any pieces on?
Yeah, like all but one.
Wah, 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 wah.
Well, go all in then, buddy. Go all in, buddy. All right, next question.
Two Fingers. Question: if CG puts Zombie, First Order, Executioner, and Mother Talzin all in Cantina Stage 9, will we get a Ranger rant?
No. Not on that. I mean, if they put them in Cantina, it's not much to rant about wherever they put them. They're going to put them wherever they're going to put them. That kind of stuff I don't really care about. It's not that big a deal.
I see that one becoming a Sir Loki rant, because he
has
really
them all
pissed
unlocked.
That Mother Talzin and First Order Executioner got the easy farm, because putting stuff in the Cantina is an easy farm compared to like hard nodes where you can only do 5 a day.
Low bot.
Ranger, we forgot to start our roster reviews today.
That's
tomorrow. Tomorrow, let's remember. We'll start our roster.
If you put it in front of me, I will do it. I had to.
Yes, let's remember tomorrow.
You're too busy playing with poo. It's not my fault.
I was. Sanely was the one pooing.
Well, it's not my fault. You were playing with Sanley's poo. All right, next question.
Paul Morgan, question: does Sabine's armor shred only stack 5 times?
No. It can stack as many times as you hit them.
But it loses its effect after a while, right? Because it's minus on a raid boss, it's minus 25% each time. So on a raid boss, after you do it 4 times, you're at minus 100% defense. There's not much more you can do.
Yeah, there's no return.
Keep stacking.
It'll keep stacking, but it just means you permanently have 100%, on them. So that's nice.
Speaking of which, they do need to add a counter to that. It gets annoying to know how many stacks of armor shred you have on a character, because it doesn't give you the counter to tell you that you're up to like 2 stacks or 3 stacks or whatever it is. So I think they need to add a counter to the armor shred debuff.
I agree.
And also with the stacking number, it should say negative however many percent, armor.
That could work.
Yeah, they would put minus 50 though, I think, and then we would have to know that it's halved for a fearsome foe. So for like a raid boss, we would have to know that it's halved. But yeah, they could add that in the tooltip as well.
Low bot. All right, next question.
Bad Rongo, question: anybody available later to go over my territory war comps on Discord?
I have a slam bam thank you ma'am day. I have a paper to write on ethics and justice in the business environment, so I'll be kind of offline a little bit. I mean, I'll be hanging out with these guys, but possibly Badrongo.
We can. It's just I'm not sure what you want us to look at, right? Because I don't know what you mean by TW comps, because a lot of times it's the guilds that are coordinating that. So I don't know what you want us to comment on, because we don't want to go against your guild strategy.
No.
So yeah, we can discuss it more if you have particular questions. It's just hard to, in general, with that. The question is very general, considering team comps for territory wars, a very guild strategy specific type thing usually. So
Lobot.
Eric Escobar, question: I am working on a crew-led First Order team. What is the order of Zetas past the crew lead?
Oh, it's not First Order TIE Pilot. It is First Order Stormtrooper. He is your next one. I have
before Crew Zeta?
No,
Cruise
after
Unique?
Crew Zeta.
So you do both the crew first?
Right.
Okay, because he just said past his lead, so yeah.
Oh, I thought it meant both Zetas. My bad. I guess I misheard the question.
Yeah. Number 1, Cruise Lead. Number 2, Cruise Unique. Number 3, First Order Stormtrooper.
Yes.
Number 4...
First Order TIE Pilot.
Wrong.
No, you don't really need another one. Those three get you pretty far.
Those 3 is plenty. Lobot. All right, next question.
Trevor Christensen, question: do you see Grandmaster Yoda being viable in arena with Rex lead? 2 people who can grant tenacity up, who seem to do well together to counter Palpatine leads. It's funny that you say that because Arnold T101 just came out with a video today about that.
And what did he say?
That it does work.
Of course. Mainly because of Rex. Rex is Rex is such a beast. God in heaven. That dude.
That is until people start using Death Trooper in there.
Or Scion. Scion dispels, so
yes.
It doesn't... It's Tenacity Up only goes so far against Emperor Palpatine teams with Scion because of the dispel of the Tenacity Up.
You have to control
Scion
when you run.
Yeah, you need unfortunately, no matter what, it's still going to be reliant on the speed of your Thrawn.
Right. For me, usually when I face the Scion, it's first hit is with my OG Han on Vader. Then I put Tenacity Up on everybody, and then my Thrawn goes, and then he is fracturing the snot out of Scion. I'm like, nope, you're out of the battle. And then my Kenobi goes, and then it's like, okay, I put Retribution up because their Nihilus and their Palpatine will go, and they're just getting smoked by everybody hitting them. So if you don't fracture Scion, if you ignore him, you lose.
Yep.
Now, what would you do against a double dispel EP-led team? You know, like with both Scion and Death Trooper.
Then they're not running a Thrawn.
Well, you can, but you've got CLS in there as well. You can use his ability, like you can hit one of them, remove their turn meter, debuff them, and then fracture the other one, right? So they're not going, and then you still do your same gig that you had before. Let them throw all their AOE's that do nothing, and then you're just beating them down for free. I mean, there's a particular order. You have to understand, it's a great question. You just have to understand who does what, when are they going to go, and who do you need to control and manipulate to win the battle.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm assuming that if you're running Palpatine, Vader, Scion, your other character in there is going to be Nihilus and then Death Trooper, right? So then you're losing Thrawn, and the biggest problem is that Thrawn fractures Kenobi, and then the rest of your team is all vulnerable. So without a Thrawn, your Kenobi can still taunt, and then you're just eating up the damage with Kenobi, and then everything still kind of goes relatively smoothly. You'll still be able to fracture Scion without Thrawn causing mayhem. So I think you lose a little bit by putting in the double dispel. I understand why, but it might work for offense. I think on defense it'll be a little bit easier to kill than if you had Thrawn in there.
Definitely something worth trying, though. Because I've been running EP as my main arena squad, and I've been running EP Vader, Thrawn, Stormtrooper, Snowtrooper, and it's been working really well. But I've been thinking about ditching Thrawn and ditching Stormtrooper and throwing Scion and Death Trooper in there to counter Rex teams fighting me.
Yeah.
Because I noticed I have swapped out Thrawn. I've gotten rid of Thrawn, put in Death Trooper, and it actually makes it hold a lot better on defense than when I'd have Thrawn in there. So,
all right. One more question.
This isn't a question. It's just a response. Bad Rongo, question response, just to make sure that they're as efficient as can be, and I run my guild's territory war.
Well, all right then. Then you're discussing something much more in detail than can be answered just on the stream. But yes, yeah, we can definitely do that on Discord.
Lobot. All right. Let's do one more question, and then we're.
He is naturally bold.
Two Fingers question: will Ranger play Pixark while eating Twinkies in a bed filled with porgs and Ewoks?
No, that's Finn. I think you've got us confused.
He wants you to join.
No.
That would be amusing if Ranger did that.
Well, I'm not. So there's that. So
unless somebody buys some Pixar.
No, I have no interest in that game. Collecting poo. We all have our games that we like, and some games that just like,
Yep.
That's all right. I don't begrudge those guys for loving Pixar. I think it's a fantastic game. It's just not for me. And I'm definitely not playing in bed with a porg and Twinkies. Good God and gravy. No. Awful. Just an awful man.
I think we should ask Urzatron's question before we go, because that's a good question.
What?
Sanely?
Okay. What is your go-to Dairy Queen order?
I don't eat Dairy Queen, so somebody else will have to answer this.
Okay. What I like to get is this ranch chicken sandwich and get the flamethrower sauce on there. And sometimes I get it like a Reese's peanut butter cup Blizzard.
Oh, well, okay.
Ooh, that's a good choice. But I like going for the chicken tenders basket with the flamethrower sauce and a Oreo Blizzard. That's my go-to.
My Dairy Queen has an Orange Julius attached to it, so for me, it's a Reese's peanut butter cup Blizzard with an Orange Julius.
Ooh. I haven't had Orange Julius in like 20 years.
It's so good.
Yes, I remember them being so good.
Okay, so I think that's all the questions and time we have for today. Let's see if I can. Chewy. Chewy shard. No. Damn it. I guess I'll pick up some of the Chewy. Okay, so that's all the time we have for questions. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the RSG Lunch Stream. Glad you guys could all be here. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Hero of Time, Naruto. Yeah, I will be looking into that. Yes, I know all the history and stories of Naruto. I've read all the mangas. I'm up to date on Boruto as well. That's a game someone wanted me to play, Finn. Naruto. I can't remember the name of the newest one, but yeah, that's a possibility. You know what? We'll look into that. But thank you for joining us for the RSG Lunch Stream. Appreciate everybody participating in the chat. If you're watching this now, then thank you for being here. If you're watching this later on, make sure you can go back into YouTube and you can watch all the chat and things happening with YouTube. Its new function and features. We also have this available on iTunes. You can download it as a podcast. So whenever your lunch is, you can go back and listen to it at your listening pleasure. Make sure you like and subscribe. We really appreciate all the support, not just for our channel, but for all the others guys' channels, Xylo and Grim. They're YouTubers as well, and you can find their channel linked. And please check out their stuff. You know, they take the time out of their busy schedule to come here and answer your questions, things of that nature, and hang out with you guys, and so it's the least you can do to support those guys as well. But we do this every Wednesday, or every day, Monday through Friday from 12 to 1. We had Finn did his Pixark ADD gaming today. Once I get done with my paper and stuff, which I'm going to be working on after the stream, then I'll do some Battlefront tonight. You're more than welcome to join me if you would like. I don't know what time I'm going to do it yet. It depends on how soon I get my schoolwork done. It doesn't take me long to write a paper. It's not that hard. And then we'll be doing more of that stuff the rest of the week. Remember, Wednesdays is our RSG Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stream, which we take all the latest news and notes from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, break it down and tell you what it all means and answer your questions and just kind of hang out with everybody from the world of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, YouTubers, Game Changers, whoever we can get on, comes and hangs out, and we just answer your questions, have a good time, and really debate and get into what the latest news and notes are. Saturdays, we have Jedi Academy from 10 to 12. We had a really great Jedi Academy this past Saturday with Warrior and Remon and everybody else, so it was really good. And then the RSG Mature was a hoot. We got on the RSG channel, we had another fun time with Team Money and the ladies and stuff like that. And I think that they have a Friday night thing where they're working on having some kind of ladies night, Friday night, something. I don't know. I may have to check that out, but give it Team Money on that. So everybody, thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Make sure you spread the word. We're over 3,000 subscribers, but we're greedy. We want more. So help us get to the next goal, which is 3,500 subscribers. That's what we're looking for next. So spread the word, get your friends to join, everything. The more subscribers and thumbs up and views we get, the better it is for us. So everybody have a great rest of your Monday. Peace, and we will holler at you later.